Hello, guys. Today I'm going to talk about herbivore men. The question is, are they asexual? The short answer is no. And let me elaborate. For years, there's been this phenomenon in Japan and elsewhere called herbivore men. They shun relationships and even casual sex. The and they're very passive in their dealings with women. Um, they prefer to be alone and have no interest in dating or getting married or having kids. Um, the fact of the matter is that they basically want to live their lives for themselves, and they would rather look at porn than actually have sex with a woman. See, Japanese girls just don't have enough tentacles for their tastes. And this new thing is not limited exclusively to Japan. There are herbivore men in, other industrialized nations, and lots of them. And they're becoming increasingly common. Um, the thing about it is they're not asexual. They are sex adverse. Sex adverse. That's the term. Look it up. They prefer masturbation to actual sex. And which is really not surprising anymore because porn is virtually unlimited these days, and you have a woman who, and not just a woman, but several hundreds and thousands of women and millions who are visually flawless, won't lie to you, won't steal from you, can't give you an STD, and can't get pregnant, and will do whatever you want. So, I guess there's not much reason, in their minds, there's not much reason for them to pursue a real woman, you know? And, it's, really quite a look into the future because the more herbivores there are, the less humans there will be in the future. And if you look at Mouse Utopia, it's certainly a sign that we're going in that direction. And but you see, the thing is herbivore men are not incels either. They're actually voluntarily like this. They don't hate women. They don't want to kill women. They don't rant and rave about how they can't get laid. A lot of them even have female friends. But I guess it could be summed up like this: the opposite of love is not hate, but apathy, and or indifference. And I personally feel that hate, love, and indifference are, it's like a triangle. If you're at one end, both ends are the opposite. And yeah, that's just that. And with declining birth rates, I think herbivores are the primary cause of it. And it's not just men. I mean, a lot of women have no interest in pursuing relationships either and are voluntarily single for their whole life and intend to remain so for the rest of their lives. It's just, people just don't do this shit or don't do this shit anymore. And it could get, very, very problematic in the future because if people aren't having kids, the social benefits go haywire because it becomes a very top heavy structure, so to speak. Like in China, because especially because of their one child policy, they have this thing called 4-2-1, and it's like four grandparents, two parents, one child, because of the one child policy they had for decades. And when the Chinese Communist Party, the CCP or whatever you want to call them, lifted the ban on having more than one child, they expected a population explosion. They did not get that because there had already, it was because Japan, I mean, not Japan, China is just sets ideal conditions for herbivore men to rise up because there's not very, the men vastly outnumber the women, and a lot of men in China cannot support family. So there's going to be a lot of herbivore men there. And so, in conclusion, herbivore men are not asexual. They are just acting on it in different ways. They're not even not acting on it. They are not asexual. They are sex adverse. There is a difference. You can be a sexual person and be sex adverse, as weird as that sounds. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be good, y'all.